Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. Welcome to my reading on Liberal leadership in Canada. And in this video, I'm going to look at Karina Gould and Jamie Battiste. So if you are new to the channel, thank you for coming. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Help me get the message out to people who don't know where I am. So when you subscribe, when you hit the thumbs up, when you leave a comment, it just helps with the algorithm and helps me to get out in front of more people. If you are already one of my subscribers, thank you for your continued support. Thank you for being with me on this journey. All righty, so I should point out first and foremost, let me put up my little banner that says this is for entertainment purposes only. There we go. And okay, let me give you a little background on Karina Gould and Jamie Battiste. Both of them are fairly young. She is in her late 20s, early 30s, and he is, I believe, 45. So, by all standards, they're fairly young. Both of them have been part of the Trudeau government. And just quickly, I'm going to fill you in on kind of who they are. And I'm going to be reading from some pages, so I need to have my eyes on. Okay. So we'll start off with Karina Gould. She's the granddaughter of Holocaust survivors. She is also the youngest candidate in the federal government, and she was the only cabinet minister who was pregnant while she was in Parliament. Now, she attended McGill University, and she received a joint degree, honors degree. So she's a smart girl in political science as well as Latin American studies. She is, where is she? Hold on. She took a job in 2010 in Washington, D.C., and she was working as a consultant in the Migration and Development Program. And she is cited as contributing to a report called International Migration in the Americas, first report of the continuous reporting system on international migration in the Americas. She also completed a master's degree in international relations at St. Hilda's College in Oxford. She was working as a trade investment specialist for the Mexican Trade Commission. She's very much an activist, and she got involved, she said, in government because during her high school days, she attended a one-week conference in Ottawa that talked about the government and how the government works and so on, and that was sort of her impetus for wanting to be involved. She is the Minister for International Development, and it was a key position in Trudeau's foreign policy. She was in charge of the Canadian government sponsorship of the World Health Organization, and she was entrusted with a discussion with, I'm going to butcher this name, Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus, who's Director General. She's very much in favor of gender equality and empowerment of women and girls throughout the world. Um, she was also responsible for signing the Canada-wide early learning and childcare agreements with Alberta, New Brunswick, Nunavut, Northwest Territories, and Ontario. And these agreements aim to reduce average childcare costs to $10 per day by 2026. She was also responsible for working with Indigenous partners to ensure that Indigenous children have access to culturally appropriate Indigenous early learning and childcare systems. She's very, as I said, very much a mover and shaker, and she's been an activist really for most of her life. So that's Karina Gould. Now, we also have, just trying to make some space here, we also have Jamie Battiste, and he was born in, where was he born? In Nova Scotia. He is a member of the Eskasoni First Nation in Nova Scotia. He spent his early childhood in Saskatoon, and he holds a degree in Mi'kmaq Studies from Cape Breton University and a Juris Doctor from the Sulich School of Law, Dalhousie University. He's also a mover and shaker. He's very much involved with the Indigenous community, and he is he's well spoken and versed in the needs and the progression forward of Indigenous communities. In December 2021, he was appointed as Parliamentary Secretary to the Minister of Crown Indigenous Relations. He is, again, very much a mover and shaker. He is the first Mi'kmaq member of Parliament in Canada. So very much like Karina Gould being the youngest female and so on, he is the first Mi'kmaq member of Parliament. Okay, so I'm going to be putting cards for Karina on the left-hand side and cards for Jamie Battiste on the right-hand side. And let's see how they stack up against each other. Okay. What joins them together is the moon. They're both of them are deep thinkers. Both of them don't take things lightly. They see their roles as being very, very important. And there is a good deal of emotion that is tied up in what it is that they do. So for Karina, we start off with the Nine of Pentacles. That is, the Nine of Wands. Maybe I should have kept the glasses on. So the Nine of Wands is kind of, it's, excuse me, this is the 10 of Wands. Hold on, let me put the glasses back on. I'm doing this later on in the evening, and yeah. Okay, so here we go. The 10 of Wands, that she sees this as a burden in some ways, in that she really does want to do the best job that she can. So she's committed to this, but she understands too that there's grave responsibility that comes with that. Okay, we also get the Tower. We get the Hierophant. And we get the Eight of Swords. Okay, So while she sees this as a burden, she also sees it as an opportunity to rebuild, as an opportunity to kind of identify where things are not working as they should with the Tower card. Um, and it's an opportunity to kind of rebuild, right? So the Tower can be, you know, it's never pleasant to go through a Tower moment, but it's in those Tower moments that we have the most learning, the most opportunities to start fresh. Okay. She also gets the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is all about it is about government, it's about structure, it's about the tradition, and so on. So she's very much invested in what it is that she's doing, and she does take that government role very seriously. So much so, I think that with the um, with the Eight of Swords, that she sometimes I think she feels a little overwhelmed by all the things that she wants to do. And she may feel that she doesn't have enough time to do everything that she wants. Um, I think with the moon and the Eight of Swords, she may find it difficult sometimes to move forward. Um, the the Eight of Swords is very much kind of being in a situation of your own making. So if she's feeling helpless, it doesn't necessarily mean that she is helpless. It's just that's how she feels about the current situation. Okay, Jamie Battiste. Jamie starts off with the Eight of Pentacles, the Magician, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. So Jamie sees he's been putting in the work. He's been, he kind of wants to reap the rewards of what it is that he has done. He's very good at his craft. He is mastering his craft. And with the Magician, he has all the tools at his disposal to make him successful. To he can bring about the desired outcome that he wants. The Queen of Pentacles is about it's about security. It's about your financial resources. It's also about health and values more than anything else. And I think he values his heritage to a great degree, and that I think he finds there's a lot of wisdom um, that has come down to him through his heritage. The Two of Wands is, he set the intention. You with the Two of Wands, you've loaded your ships, you're ready to let them sail, and they're going to go where they need to go, and you're going to wait for them to come back. So he's putting his best foot forward. He's very much interested in how this is going to go, and he is invested in the process. So between the two of them, as I see the cards right now and the energy for this moment, I think that Jamie Battiste would have a much easier job in getting that nomination. Then Karina Gould, maybe in a few years' time, when she doesn't feel like what she has taken on is more than she can handle, even though she, I mean, clearly she's a smart girl. She's knowledgeable in a lot of things. She's very concerned about a lot of things. She's just, she can be a little hesitant in terms of kind of going forward. So for this particular reading, it does favor Jamie Battiste. But you know what? The closer we get to that March date, anything could change. All right. Thank you very much for joining me for this. Again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next reading, which is going to be, I'll be putting Frank Bayless up against Ruby Dalla. And both of them come from they've owned businesses and so on. So I thought they'd make a good little foil against each other. All right, take care, and I will see you on the next reading. Bye for now.